Hey everyone, it's been a while. This is Adios Amigo. I'm sorry for the long delay. It's been an interesting, well, several months really. It's been kind of hard, but uh, I'm back, and I got a backlog of videos. A lot of stuff I haven't shown you yet, so we're starting off with the Advanced Model X, which they've already updated since. But they said that the new version has the same audio signature, so I'm going to be giving you my long-term impressions of this thing. I've been using it for a while. I ended up picking up a few more just because they went on sale with the new model coming out. So I've got, more unbox footage because I did not do this for the original. The box is pretty small, as you can see. And anyway, the reason I picked these up is I actually had another set of advanced wireless in-ear monitors. They're the kind that have the wire that attach through the back, run around the back of your neck, and just found it uncomfortable, so I wanted some true wireless IEMs that were waterproof. And as you can see here, they do have IPX5 sweatproof rating. Touch controls, automatic pairing, all that good stuff. And then the battery life was another reason. You get 5 hours with the IEMs and another potential 25 with a charged case. So, I've never had to push it that far personally because I'm always at home or I have access to charging regularly. But that may not be your case, so if you need that kind of battery life, hey, you've got it. So here's, all the stuff it comes with. Tips, foam, silicone, the wrist strap for the case itself, the IEMs, manuals, in different languages, all that good stuff. These are made in China and designed in New York. That'll be a big turn off for some people, but they're also really inexpensive for true wireless IEMs. So you take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? So the first thing I noticed when I got these is how incredibly small this whole system is. We're talking like a fraction of an Altoids can. Almost like a Tic Tac container, really, in size, which is incredible to me, but it also has its downsides. So, just look how small that battery charging case is. It's tiny, or you would see it if it were in focus. Hold on a second. Yeah. So that's an itty bitty thing. It's small. Which also means that there isn't a lot of room in that case for IEMs themselves, which I'll get into in a bit when I show you the IEM and the ear tip. Here they are. They have smooth sides because they have touch-sensitive controls, which makes them relatively easy to handle when you're out and about, which is why I bought them. I wanted something I could run with. But look how shallow and small those tips are. It actually is a problem for me because I can't get a great seal with these. It's okay. It's not great. I have since tried using other types of tips, which do work. You can put other tips, aftermarket tips, on these. It's not a problem. While you're using them, at least. But if you want to charge them in the case with aftermarket tips, it's not going to work. They sit too deep, and it pushes the IEM out of the charging spot, so it's just not going to charge. And the case won't shut if you use aftermarket tips while charging, which kind of makes it a pain in the butt. But if you're using it from home and you can swap out the tips on the regular, then it's not that big of a deal. I just use the stock tips, though. It's not worth the hassle for me, particularly. Yeah, the accessories case in here is really wedged in, so yeah, let's just get that out. So I'm not a super big fan of the way they send the accessories. Because the tips are so small, it's actually hard to pair them by size on site alone. The differences are so minuscule between the small, medium, and large that it's really hard to tell how to pair the tips together. Standard wrist strap, cloth strap, just kind of one of those loop-through deals. Very simple, surprisingly, not that useful because my wrist is way bigger than that strap will allow. So it ends up just being kind of like a way for me to loop it through my fingers. Standard USB cable. It's what was it? Micro USB, I think. Standard stuff for old technology. The new one is using USB-C. I think that's a step up personally, but I guess it's minor unless you've adopted USB-C like in its entirety. Like with everything you have is in USB-C, but even then it comes to the cable, so. The manuals are not my favorite, to be honest. Basically just fold out little square pamphlets. But it is enough to get the job done. I have had issues on when I first get these opened up, because I've done a few of them now. I really like these. They were going for like $70 or $80, and then they went on sale for like $40 when the new version came out. So if you can still pick them up for that price, I'd say do it. Even at $80, I was pretty happy with them, and the new version is just gonna be better because I think it has a better Bluetooth. It's using some kind of better Bluetooth connectivity, and it uses USB-C to charge instead of the old USB. So those are all good things. I think everything else was kept the same. The sound signature is the same, so my sound impressions at least should be pretty similar. Again, I really like the case. Really like the case. It's magnetic, snaps in. Look. There's just so much to love about this whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I'll give my sound impressions and my use later and the few bugs I've found with it.